Congress, please stop. Back the F up. Worry about things that are actually important in society and let sports be sports. I understand what they're trying to do. I understand what the goal really is. And if you're really not paying attention, it doesn't have a damn thing to do with Caitlin Clark. It has to do solely with reaching out to a demographic that is their voter base. It's all political bullcrap. Because every single time politicians stick their noses into professional sports or collegiate sports, they find a way to screw it up. Every time congressional people, elected officials, interject and intervene and put themselves in the middle of sports conversations, they destroy it. And obviously, we're talking about this Caitlin Clark deal right here, where a congressman decided to write a letter to Cathy Engelbert, and we're going to talk about it and show you examples of just the disasters that go on every time idiots who have no idea about sports put their noses into sports and then screw them up. Let's jump on board. Welcome back, everyone, to Indiana Fever Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. Like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, and leave your comments. I've seen the videos going around today. I saw the letter, and I'm sitting here like, bruh, people, you cannot fall for the okie doke here. Do not fall for the okie doke. Every time politicians stick their nose into things that have nothing to do with what their actual jobs are, it gets all messed up. Heck, they mess up even on the stuff that they're supposed to do their jobs for. Well, here we got Representative August Pfluger. Where is this guy from? Where is Representative August Pfluger from? August Pfluger. Where is this guy from? August Pfluger. Wow, he's the same age as I am, 48 years old. He is a member of the U.S. House of Representatives from Texas's 11th district. That is where exactly? That is basically in between Austin, Texas, and Dallas, Texas. It's in the middle of Texas, central to West Texas. It looks like a very, very rural area. To me, from a map perspective, I mean, the district only has 800,000 people. So yeah, it is not a large. It is Midland, Odessa, yeah, Killeen, Andrews, San Angelo, and Brownwood. Listen, man, he's from a Republican stronghold. So this is what Representative August Pfluger had to say in a letter to one Cathy Engelbert, and we will read it to you right here. And again, I understand what this guy is trying to do, and I submit to you, do not fall for the okie doke. I led my colleagues in demanding accountability from WNBA Commissioner Engelbert after multiple attacks against Caitlin Clark. Holy Lord. God bless. I love you, Caitlin Clark. You being fouled in the WNBA is not worthy of congressional intervention. It just isn't. A player who is transforming women's sports. No, she's transforming women's basketball. Let's not overdo it, man. Let's not overdo this thing. She's transformed women's basketball, not women's sports. Let's stop it. And inspiring a new generation of young girls to participate in athletics. I'm putting the league on notice that if it keeps letting the violent targeting slide, they can find themselves facing a DOJ and EEOC crackdown for violating federal civil rights law. Holy Lord. This is insane, folks. I know some of y'all think this is cool and like it. This shit's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This guy's got nothing else to do with his day. Your tax dollars are paying for this bullcrap. He writes, Caitlin Clark is transforming women's sports. She has inspired a new generation of young girls to participate in athletics and has become one of the most influential figures in the history of women's basketball. She is the face of your league. Clark has significantly increased fan interest, driven record television ratings, and attracted new corporate sponsors. Heck, bro, just have a podcast on Caitlin, for Christ's sakes. Millions of casual fans now tune in to watch her play. Unfortunately, that what they too often witness is not simply aggressive competition, but repeated acts of unnecessary physical hostility and violence. Clark has been hip checked, poked in the eye, and struck in the throat during games. These incidents go far beyond routine physical play, yet the WNBA and its officiating have too often failed to address these unacceptable incidents and hold players accountable. Recently, a player even appeared to endorse violence against Clark in a social media post, further fueling concerns about the culture surrounding these incidents. In addition, concerning reports suggest that many of these attacks against Caitlin Clark may be racially motivated. As commissioner, you have an obligation to ensure that every player competes in a safe and professional environment, both on and off the court, free from violence, discrimination, or retaliation. If discrimination or retaliation is occurring and creating a hostile work environment, we support any appropriate investigation by the DOJ, the Department of Labor, or the EEOC. If true, such conduct could constitute violations of federal civil rights laws. It is imperative that the WNBA take meaningful action to address this issue. The league has an extraordinary opportunity to inspire the next generation of female athletes to pursue athletics, but that opportunity is undermined when its brightest stars are not adequately protected. Your fans deserve better, and so do the young girls who look to the WNBA as a model for excellence, sportsmanship, and opportunity. We request answers to the following questions by July 24, 2026. What is your review mechanism for physical hostility and violence on the court? How will you hold players accountable for overly aggressive actions on the court, including towards Caitlin Clark? What steps are you taking to protect WNBA players from online harassment and off-the-court threats? That's where he made it cute. That's where he made it look like he actually gives a shit about everybody, when the reality he only gives a shit about Caitlin Clark. And that's fine and dandy. We are members of the Republican Study Committee, the largest caucus on Capitol Hill, and are committed to strengthening families and protecting opportunities for women in sports. As the commissioner of the WNBA, you should do the same. Signed, August Pfluger, Zach Nunn, Diana Harshbarger, Mark Alford, Sherry Biggs, Marlon Stutzman, Pete Sessions, Eric Hoken, Tim Burchett, Victoria Sparts, and John Rose. They got 11 signatures from Congress members on this crap. Folks, this is fucking stupid. This is absolutely stupid. I'm serious. This is stupid. And I'm going to read some of the comments because I'm actually bothered by this. I'm bothered by this because have you ever watched a football game? Did you watch basketball in the 90s? Have you ever watched a baseball game where a pitcher throws a ball at a batter's head? Have you watched a quarterback get his head taken off? A wide receiver get cracked across the middle? A hockey player getting crushed from behind? NBA when guys were being body slammed left and right? Every single time congressional folk get involved and try to put themselves into sports, it gets destroyed. Oh, look no further. 90s baseball. 90s baseball. For you, those of you who are baseball fans, what happened in the mid-90s? Steroids. And what happened? We got Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Rafael Palmeiro, all these professional baseball players being called to Congress to testify about steroids. They play a fucking sport. They play a sport. You wasted millions of dollars in tax money to have hearings about steroids in baseball. Nobody gave a shit. Baseball fans love the long ball. And all you did, Congress people, was screw up the game. Screwed up the game. For something that wasn't even a rule in baseball until 1991. What y'all do to college football? College football was working perfectly. And then politicians had to get involved. Whether it was state politicians or U.S. Congress people, politicians get involved. And what happens? We have an uncontrollable, unsustainable NIL situation going on right now in college football where players transfer wherever the hell they want, whenever the hell they want, to whoever they want with no punishment. They get paid $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $10 million a year to play college sports. They have more power than their coaches do in college. They're being paid hand over fist just to sign with a college. These NIL deals, which were created by congressmen and politicians who said, it's not fair. College football players should get paid like employees. Why? Because they're generating so much money. No, they shouldn't. No, the hell they shouldn't. Then if that's the case, they should pay for their freaking college educations. Or they should just play football and not actually go to college. Let's just do it like that. Just make them paid employees who don't actually go to college. They just play football for a school. But once again, Congress people put themselves in that. Congress, or I'm going to say Congress as a whole, but different states, state politicians, they created this problem where now high school kids are getting NIL deals. They have forever screwed up college football. College football will never be the same. It will never be the same. There's no loyalty in college football anymore. Players don't go to schools that they love. They go to whoever pays them the most money. It's a complete shit show. From year to year, you have completely redone rosters because they're just being broken off check after check after check. And this happened because of congressional intervention and state laws and people in state houses and senates and governors signing into damn laws of NIL and paying college kids, paying high school kids to play college football. And this is what's happened in this country. The second politicians got involved, college football went to hell. And whether or not you like the NCAA or not, and it's a shit show of an organization that has no consistency, what you also did was make this a job, and it's not amateur sport anymore. It's professional sport dressed up as amateur sport. It just is. You could have done 1,000 different things. You could have just increased stipends by 10 times. No, we got to go. This is what happens. Instead of increasing stipends to players and giving them $30K a semester on top of whatever it is they get so they can actually live, they give them, I don't know, $600K in NIL deals, $1 million in NIL deals, $2 million, $3, $4, $5, $10 million in NIL deals. They screw up sports. CTE. Did CTE not go in front of Congress as well? Sure did. CTE went in front of Congress. Yeah. It's crazy. If you don't recall, back in 2009, Congress had significant hearings in dealing with concussions. October 2009, the NFL was compelled to address the link between head injuries and brain disease. I mean, come on. Come on. This is football. Why are people in suits deciding about what happens on an NFL field? And now what do we got? We got a shitty ass fucking product, boring ass game. People can't get hit. This shit is boring as hell. No one can get headshot. I mean, you don't like it. I loved it. That's how we got trained to play football. You two people it out. It's a gladiator sport. Now it's a pussy sport. You can't hit anybody. You can't do anything. And it's basically two-hand touch. So every single time politicians stick their noses into sports, it goes the wrong direction. And so now you got this guy who is way over the top, in my opinion. And I'll read some of the comments here because I'm going to be real. I don't like it. Without looking it up, tell me who this player is, Congressman. You don't know. Then you should probably shut the fuck up about speaking about WNBA. I know that's Caitlin McBride. This is what y'all decide to do with your time while being paid by taxpayers. Mind you, this is coming off of his page. Okay? Please tell me another time in our history when government got involved in sports. Novi Jade, every time. This is what they do. This is not the administration. This is what Congress people do. They stick their nose in everything. Inconsequential shit. Sports is sports. Let the people that run the sports run their sports. I mean, I believe you guys wanted us to believe that no one watches the WNBA. Now we're drafting legislative briefs for it. LMAO. Okay. Have you even contacted Caitlin to hear what she has to say? Have you even had the compassion to hear the victims? I'm going to tell you right now, this shit does not help Caitlin Clark at all. In fact, it actually puts more of a target on her face. You ain't helping her, bro. You're making it worse for her. Now these broads are saying, look at this shit. We got Congress people coming after us because we fouled her hard. And look, you know how I feel about it. You know how I feel about it. She gets hit like nobody else. It's dirty. It's Bush League, the whole nine. If I'm Cathy Engelbert, you know what I do with that letter? I show it to the lawyers and I tear that bitch up. And I reply to him, go fuck yourself. And I call Adam Silver and I have Adam Silver reply to him and say, go fuck yourself. You are a congressperson in Texas. Go deal with important shit that you got to deal with. This is not it. You're not helping Caitlin Clark here, Representative Pfluger. You're actually hurting her. You're putting more of a target on her. You're going to make them want to smack her more. You're doing too much. She's in her third year. How long is she going to have to deal with this fuckery? Real talk. Real talk. This stuff is utterly asinine, yo. It's asinine. And all this guy is doing, all he's doing is trying to appeal to a voter demographic in his state. He doesn't give a shit about Caitlin Clark. He's probably not watched any Caitlin Clark basketball games. He doesn't give a shit. Investigation of what? What are you going to ask questions? Are you going to call WNBA players to Congress to testify? I mean, is that what's next? Do you like Caitlin Clark? No. Do you not like her because she's good at basketball? No. Do you want to hurt Caitlin Clark because she's good at basketball? Yes. Is there racial discrimination against Caitlin Clark? Yes. Is that what we're going to do now? And how will it fix the game? It won't. How will it fix what's going on? It won't. It won't. It won't. It won't. It won't. Every time Congress gets involved, guess what? Shit gets worse. Your sports today look like dog shit because of Congress. I don't know if Congress has gotten involved in hockey at all. But I know in baseball, steroids, college football, NIL, pro football, CTE, and on and on and on and on. NBA, I don't remember. And NBA in the 90s, guys were getting body slammed constantly. And I don't remember there being congressional hearings about it. This is the stuff that annoys me. This is the stuff that annoys me. Do you have to do better as officials in basketball games? Absolutely. Does the league have to do better? Absolutely. Does this rise to the level of what actually is important in our country, in the world? Not really. Maybe you should focus on the fact that, I don't know, half the country's broke, credit card debt's through the roof, gas costs $5 a gallon in many states across the country, food is a complete ripoff right now. Everything costs a fortune. People are not going on vacations because they can't afford it. Those are the things that are actually kind of important right now. Not having congressional fucking caucuses and hearings over fouls in the WNBA. And the fact that I'm sitting here reading some of these comments where people say you need to hold a hearing, shut the fuck up. You realize I'm going to explain it to you. Everybody who's watching this video, let me explain this to you. Like you have common sense. You are paying for these hearings that you want. Do you think your money is being spent well by paying for hearings on the WNBA? And I know you would say, fuck no, do not spend my money on this bullshit. Well, that's what's going to happen if they start having hearings, because who the hell do you think pays the salaries of U.S. congressmen and women? You do, with your tax dollars. This is ridiculous. And this guy Pfluger thinks y'all are fucking idiots because he ain't doing it because he gives a shit about Caitlin Clark. He's doing it for votes. He has turned sports into a political agenda topic and item. He's fighting for the poor white girl playing basketball. Oh my God. Wow, he is a saint. He's Saint Teresa. I can't even. I can't even, bro. Folks, we gotta have common sense here. Gotta have common sense here. You guys are smarter than this. And I know you've been gaslit by a bunch of videos today on this crap. This is ridiculous. You don't want politicians near your sports. I'm telling you right now, enough sports have been damaged by political intervention. Never has a sport gotten better with political intervention. I know Donald Trump recently signed some bill or order saying that you have to complete college within 5 years. That's going to be in lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit for quite some time. That's not going to fly. Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. We'll see. But every time politicians touch sports, they fuck them up worse. But hey, y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think about this, because I'm telling you right now, all this guy did was give a bigger target for Caitlin Clark on her head. You just gave them more reason to hate her guts. Period. That's all I got. Y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comments. Hype the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. It's Indiana Fever Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.